quick video real quick. I was doing the Patreon. Yeah, I thought about something. Sometimes I'm so brilliant, I talk myself with some brilliant shit, right? So I'm doing a Patreon video, man, and I just really talk myself into something. Y'all know, like, for the equivalent of a guy, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Like, how a guy, how can I say this? Um, how a guy will try to get a girl to sleep with him, right, without spending money or taking her on a date. And as soon as most people believe, you hear people say this, if that happens, that guy ain't never you take you out in public. Y'all ain't never going on a date. Now, in some situations, I don't really know the statistics. That may be true. You know what I'm saying? That may be true. Like now that he got you, now if it's good, then maybe like, all right, share, you know what you want to do. But really, at that point, as a woman, you have to hold that man hostage to get him taken on a date. You got to just be like, I ain't coming over to you. We go somewhere or do something. You know what I'm saying? You know, and yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure you had those situations where guys like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll take you out. You know what I'm saying? There's so many girls that I heard women 28, 29, 30. Oh, I've never been on a real date and this, that, and the third. And what you just been doing? You know what I'm saying? You've been just going to the dude house and the dude just been smashing you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear things like that in your mind, like, oh, you know, this is the first time a guy took me on a date, or this is the first time a guy's opened and hold the door open for me. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that, then it click in guys' head like, okay, this bitch is a hoe, you know, excuse my language, right? But the equivalent for women is this, right? Is getting the money from a man, asking for money, getting money from a man before having to give him the box. And they will string that out as long as possible. And women might just get the money out the guy, keep getting money out of him without giving him nothing, right? And then may never give him none, right? They might really be in the gym and need that money for old buddy, and then they might give him some. They go out their way not to give him none. And then some dudes that sucker enough, they pour into that. I did a video like on the channel, I think it was sometime last year when I first started it back up. It was about a waitress at Hooters, right? It was about a waitress at Hooters, and she had this simp, this white simp. She was a beautiful woman too. This was obviously before they went out of business, whatever going on with them. It was a simp white guy that would come up to her, bring her flowers, bring her food, tip her a whole bunch of money because she was a pretty bartender. Y'all be acting like pretty privilege ain't real. You ain't gotta have pretty privilege as a woman to get those privileges no more. We all know that. And he would, you know, he would come, you know, he was just simp, you know, and you probably think she was sleeping with him, and she wasn't sleeping with him. I can tell she wasn't sleeping with him or nothing. But that's also happened. If I can get as much out of this particular, if you're a woman, I can get as much out of this particular guy without giving the booty. It's the same thing for men. If I can keep smacking this girl and I don't have to feed her, I don't have to give her no money, I ain't gotta take her to the movies, and you know she can't even get a bottle of water out of my refrigerator, right? She can't even get a bottle of water out of my refrigerator. You see what I'm saying? Like she can't even get a bottle of water out of my refrigerator. She just get nothing but penetration and she get kicked out of my crib. You're right. That's it. It's just sexual. That's it. She can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillacs, no perms. You can't see. You know what I'm saying? She can't get nothing out of you. That's the same equivalent as a woman asking for a man for money up front without having to give up no booty. Once you get that bread up, you may never get it. Unless she in some of a jam. And then she might just play with your shit and say, and give you a peck on the kiss or nothing like that. Right? These women really, a lot of women ain't into chivalry no more. They already know. They killed it. They understand it. So if you start being chivalrous and she, oh, this ain't never done that, you start looking like, what the hell? Okay. That happens. Hope you ain't thinking I'm about to pull out. You can right there all you want to. But, you know, that happens. It truly does. So on both ends. So what I be telling guys, when a girl asks you for money up front, she's just trying to tell you right then and there, you know, you're disqualified. You're not qualified. You're not qualified. That's all she's saying. You're not qualified. So I'm trying to just let you know right then and there, either I sell coochie or I don't like you. You know, I remember the guy was telling me, yeah, every girl I met this year asked for money, 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 money. They don't like you, bro. They don't like you. Something you gotta improve. Something you doing wrong. Something where you the proximity and where you meeting these women at. But that's the equivalent of it. If I can get money out of a guy if I'm a woman without giving my body up, nigga, that's a win. And there's a lot of guys out there that stop and get her food, stop pay her bills, get the kids food, and don't get nothing out of it. And maybe they just get off by doing simp shit. That might be what it is. They may just get off by doing simp shit. But word up, that's the equivalent. How men want to date women, want to have sex with women without dating them. And this nigga just walked out the barbershop. This nigga whole shirt wet. What was that nigga in Lady Jane's doing? Maybe he got his hair washed. I don't know. Maybe it's hot in that motherfucker. Dog, people be so goofy, bro. Like, I got a question, real talk. If y'all stay to watch, if any women watch this video, I might do a short if I remember. I got a question, bro. Honest, I got a real honest to God question for women, bro. Do it turn you off when a guy when he drive like a nerd? Like when he drive real proper and nerdy. Do that dry your box up? Be honest with me. Even if he in a dog ass Harley Davidson, hard dog ass fast car, and he just drive like a Poindexter. You know what I'm saying? He driving and he just look. Yeah, I've been driving and seeing dudes driving. They just look nerdy, bro. They don't even look like they're a cool driver. That should be like crazy to me. That's wild, bro. I always wondered that shit. Like, it's like, and other guys can rate other guys, not like in a way sexual manner, but like they like you can tell if a particular woman is with a guy, you can kind of tell if she walking all over him. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell. You already know she don't respect him or he abated. Like, we can tell that. You see the boss dudes that be with that woman. You already know what it is. It ain't no guessing if that's the best friend, if that's the boyfriend, or whatever. It ain't no guessing. You know what it is. You know, she following him. You know what I'm saying? You already know now. That's his bitch. But I just found that funny, bro. Like, I'd like to know. But that's the video, man. I appreciate y'all, man. But I talked myself into a page, joining Patreon link subscription, and I was like, dang, you know what? That's the equivalent for men to get with a woman. Like, for the woman, this is like the equivalent for the man that wanted to get sex out of a woman without taking her out and spending money on her. The equivalent for a woman is getting money from a man without giving him sex. Wow.